Dr. Howie Leibowitz, an interventional cardiologist, was making his rounds in the emergency room when the loudspeaker blared a code blue alert. A woman in the cafeteria upstairs was in cardiac arrest. Dr. Leibowitz raced upstairs, where he found doctors already working on the woman. One of the doctors looked up at him and said, "I'm afraid it might be too late." Dr. Leibowitz approached the woman and inserted an intravenous catheter directly into her heart to get her started on epinephrine, which would prevent further progression of the blood clot to her coronary arteries. He then applied 2 large defibrillators to her body to send an electric shock to the heart and jump-start it back into normal rhythm. Dr. Leibowitz tried this many times, but was unsuccessful. There was no heartbeat. The other doctors began to leave the cafeteria, disappointed that they could not save this woman's life. But Dr. Leibowitz refused to give up. He tried a 5th and a 6th time, still nothing. As he was about to try a 7th time, he glanced at the cardiac monitor. The flat, thin line darted upwards. There was life. "You've got a heartbeat!" the doctor called out in disbelief. Dr. Leibowitz continued to work on reviving the heart and stimulate a pulse. Somewhat stabilized, he ordered medics to transfer the woman to the ICU, where she would be treated. The next day, Dr. Leibowitz was told the good news that she was able to sit up in bed. He went to visit her and introduce himself. As he entered the room, he didn't have to say a word. Her husband, who was sitting next to her, called out, "He's the one! He saved your life!" The woman began to cry uncontrollably, and when she finally composed herself, she said, "What do I say? Thank you?" That's what you say to someone who holds the door open for you, not someone who has given you back your life. But I will tell you this. When I go home and see my children, I will remember you and say, "Thank you, Dr. Leibowitz." The next time I go out with my husband or my friends, I will think of you and say, "Thank you, Dr. Leibowitz." The next time I have a birthday, I will remember you and say, "Thank you, Dr. Leibowitz." The Jewish people are called Yehudim, which comes from the Hebrew word hoda'ah, to give thanks. Living with gratitude is the essence of being a Jew, showing appreciation and thanks for everything we have and are able to do every day. The Almighty has given each and every one of us so much, starting with the gift of life. Think of all the blessings you have in your life. We each have so much to be grateful for. How can we say thank you for all the gifts that we have in our life? By living in a constant state of gratitude. Giving thanks is not a one-time occurrence. Every single day, stop and appreciate the gift of life you have been given and all of your blessings. And remember to say, "Thank you, God, thank you." That's what it means to be a Yehudi, a Jew, one who gives thanks.